Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi Ba'Hashem, Wakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakwafim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson is going to be a little bit of an addition to a lesson I did on how the kingdom would work. And I forgot to add this because I was just doing it off of memory. Like I didn't really get anything I don't know, template or outline. So, which I don't really do in general. So basically what I'm going to be going into is spiritual power, because, you know, people, I heard this before where you have people mocking spiritual powers. Do you not know what Yahawashi did? Yahawashi, people know that Yahawashi brought back someone that was dead. You know, he walked on water. He did all these different things. Okay, I'm not going to list them all right? But you know that Yahawashi did all those different things, all right? And now this is primarily just to kind of prove that we will have spiritual powers. Now it's all over here. I accidentally put two verses that was next to each other, so forget that one. But let me start with this. John chapter 14 verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me and the works that I do, he shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever ye ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. All right, so basically the things that Yahawashi did, all the stuff, if you know of all, half, some, or at least the stuff that I listed, because there's more, like the time that he rebuked I forgot, a sycamore tree, the tempest and stuff like that. Those are just examples. Okay, the fact that Yahawashi said that we will do the same works and greater. All right, we're going to be doing greater than stuff like that, because the stuff that he did, those weren't little small feats. Those are actually very impressive and very beautiful. So how much more us when he said we're going to be doing greater works than he did while he walked here among us during his time. All right, so that goes to show that we are going to be receiving spiritual powers. On top of that, in addition to that, let me also get this. Matthew chapter 10 from the top. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of diseases. So they basically, Yahawashi basically blessed his 12 disciples with the powers, with powers as well. All right, he gave his 12 disciples powers, spiritual powers, but to a lower extent, I'll say, Slocky, to a lower extent, because basically what he did, or what he gave them, was just, you know, healing power, I guess, in a simplistic carnal aspect of it. So he gave them in a modern sense, like, okay, so you guys are now able to remove sicknesses, you're able to heal injuries and stuff like that, you're able to also heal mental ailments as well. Like, you know, people in modern times don't really, for the most part, don't really acknowledge demons, but like they're starting to acknowledge demons now. Especially like there was that one. Let me get this. As a matter of fact, because there was that one video that I shared of this one Jake. This one Jake basically calling on JC, and he attacked a freaking cop, and he got the cop in a car and then drove off the thing. Let me see. I think this is it. Yeah, here, this is it. And this is why it's very good to have stuff like this, reference points and stuff like that. Let's hear it a little bit.
Come on, buddy. Step away. Come on, you a devil. What's going on, man? What's going on? In the name of Jesus, watch out. In the name of Jesus, watch out. Watch out, get hurt. You're going to get hurt. In the name of Jesus, stop. Hey, Lord, bow down. Get hurt. Jesus, Lord, bow down. Don't touch me, you're going to die. Next time you touch me, you're going to die. Next time you touch me, you're going to die. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. You ain't dead. That's Jesus. That's Jesus. That's Jesus. Oh, get down on the ground. Jesus. 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 Okay, let's see. Come on. All right, listen how strong Jesus is. Go ahead. Listen. Get down on the ground now. Lay down. Lay down. I'm strong, Jesus. I'm a Jesus lover. I'm a Jesus lover.
Hey, I didn't notice this until now, but that cop was socking him multiple times. I didn't realize what was happening. He punched him every time he said Aya. He was punching him dead in the face, and the dude was just tanking all those hits. The Edomite got more hits in and still lost the fight. He still lost. The dude. This is the dangers of these demons. Like, this is not a game. This is really not a game. Like, I'm dead. This is no joke. These demons are giving these people strength. And let me hold on, because I'm not trying to get off topic, but let me just show something, okay? Because these are some of the. Let me just get all three. All right. Sirach 39:28. Revelation 16. Okay, first things first. Okay, Revelation chapter 16, verse 14. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh Almighty. So over here, we want to establish that even devils are able to perform miracles, which we saw in the example of this video, where this dude was able to take more hits than a person should be able. Jake got tased, he got punched multiple times, and he was still fighting. He was still going on. Okay, I'm pretty sure most people under normal circumstances would not be able to keep on going after that. All right, next, Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force in the peace of wrath of him that made him. So there are going to be demons that are going out to judge for the Lord. Okay, there are demons on the left hand side and demons on the right hand side. Or not, there's spirits on the left hand side and spirits on the left and on the right hand side. Slakia, the right hand side being the good angels and stuff like that, and the prophets. Left hand side being the demons and stuff like that, where what's it called, you're gonna get demons like this that are gonna be attacking people and stuff like that. Who knows who he had attacked prior to this. All right. Wait, what? Oh, this guy's a pastor? They shot him? No, they tased him. I didn't hear any gunshots in the thing unless they cut out. Oh, at the end of this video, after he crashed the car, he stole the car. So basically, it's Slakia. He stole the police car, and then he crashed it, and then he got into another fight with more cops, and then was shot to death. So yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty crazy. All right, so yeah, that's basically the left hand side, and demons are still able to perform miracles. They're able to do stuff, but you don't want to be. You don't want powers and all this stuff through these wicked means. You see, look at the dude. The dude doesn't even have control of himself. He's just randomly saying the JC over and over again incoherently. He doesn't have control over himself. The demons are making him go crazy, which actually this leads perfectly into this. Matthew 17 verse 15, Lord have mercy on my son, for he is lunatic and sore vexed, for oft times he falleth into the fire and oft into the water. Where you have that, there's demons on you that make you do stuff that's going to hurt, that's ultimately going to hurt yourself. Okay, you're going to hurt yourself doing all this stuff up. You're stronger, sure, but at what cost? Your sanity, being able to have autonomy over your own body and all that stuff, like that's not what you want. Okay, you don't want that, and that's where it's so much better to be on the side of YAHAWASHI than to be on the side of these devils. With these devils, there's always some strings attached to it that you just do not want to get caught under. All right, that's why that's why we follow after YAHAWASHI. All right, you don't want that those strings attached to be a part of it. You don't want that spiritual power. You want the spiritual power that Yahawashi had, where he was able to do stuff without any negative repercussions. All right. Next, Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. And this is another thing. The fishers are the prophets prophesying the word, and the hunters are the Israelite men with the spiritual powers that's going to go and appease the wrath of Yahawadah, okay, through spiritual power. All right, because let me get this actually, because as we read over here in John 14:12, greater works than these shall he do. Greater works than what Yahawashi did. So we're gonna be able to fly. Oh, let me get this actually, because I think I had it. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So we're gonna have renewed strength. We're gonna have that new power of, oh yeah, we can fly, we can run, we're gonna be super fast like the Flash, Superman, and all that stuff. Okay, we're gonna have all these powers. Okay, we're gonna have all these powers available to us. And Slakia, that's the thing, you have so many people that are ridiculing the prophets, ridiculing us for saying that we're gonna have spiritual powers, when the scriptures flat out say it. Okay, Yahawashi had spiritual powers. Okay, and he said that we are going to have greater than what he had when he walked the earth. All right, obviously he's going to have better after the fact, but just the demonstrations that he showed, all right, we're going to have greater than that. And there was way more that he had that's not written in the scriptures. Okay, so still there's still that much more that we don't have that we don't know, but we're still going to have even better than the stuff that we don't know. All right. So that's going to be a lot of different powers. All right. Next, finally, oh, okay, yeah, I already read that. Luke chapter 10, verse 19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. We're going to be invulnerable. Do you know what the definition of the word invulnerable means? Invulnerable. Impossible to harm or damage. All right. Freaking, we're basically going to be Superman, but without the kryptonite. All right. Sentry, if you don't know about him, I think he's Marvel or DC, I don't remember. But basically, all these superheroes with superpowers. But the thing is that they have their limits. We're not gonna have no limits. All right. We're gonna actually be invulnerable. The only things above us are YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. All right. That's the difference. Okay. That's a beautiful thing where it goes back into Jeremiah 16 verse 16 where it says, after will I send for many hunters. So when the hunters, the men of the Lord, they're going to go hunting our enemies. All right. And then our enemies, they're going to have, their tanks and their guns and stuff like that. Because that's the thing. The Lord gave Esau the gun. All right. He gave him the military grade weapons and stuff like that. But the Lord gave us spiritual power. Let me get that, and then I'll end it off. Second Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. So we're going to be pulling down strongholds through our spiritual power. It's not a carnal power. It's not guns. You have so many jakes that are so heavily reliant on guns, saying, I need my gun. I need to keep that piece on me. Like, no, you're not relying on Yahawadah. You're relying on Esau's blessing, and it's Esau's blessing for a reason and not your blessing. All right. So, Saki, let me end it off with this. Actually, this is an even better way to end it off. Okay. Joshua 10 and 11. And it came to pass as they fled from before Israel and were going down to Beth-horon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Azekah, and they died. They were more which died with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword. So that's another example of that divine intervention. Yahawadah, basically fighting for us in our stead, to killing our enemies rather than us needing to go do it ourselves. And it even says that more of our enemies died through Yahawadah, sending boulders, giant rocks, giant hailstones from heaven to kill people rather than us going to kill people ourselves. All right. This is what we have to look forward to. The Lord fighting for us, the Lord putting spiritual power in us rather than us, doing it ourselves. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, B'Kwak Wadash, double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, Abba, Ball, and Shalom.